September 24th. The day that everything took a turn. Before, I used to enjoy the daily ritual. Get up, go to work, help someone solve their problems, call it a day, just living to make a buck. I wish it was still the case. It was a day just like any other day. This Jane walks into my office, offering me 5 big ones in an envelope to make sure this ace ended up in the big house. I told her I wasn't the crook, but the amount of dough she was offering, I would be the private eye she was looking for. But it wasn't just the cabbage that got me interested. This angel had me tongue-tied. She had the strength of my father, the eyes of my mother, and the lips of my past Aunt Nancy.
I don't like seeing hoods messing around with a kid like you, Princess.
But little did I know, there was a lot more to this caper than I had ever bargained for. I was sent on a goose chase to try and put an old man behind bars who turned out to be as clean as a whistle. I was mad, real mad, so mad I could almost taste it. I was duped by this dame. No one plays me for a sucker and gets away with it.
What's up, everybody? This is Behind the Scene, the show where we recreate popular camera tricks, editing techniques, lighting styles that you'll see in movies really anywhere. I'm your host, Chent.
I'm Kate.
And I'm Sam.
And this week we decided to take on popular lighting styles in film noir.
Film noir is a popular genre from the 1940s and 50s. It's associated with dark shadows, the black and white visual style, and also crime dramas. A very popular and iconic film from this time period is Double Indemnity from 1944. This film includes many traits associated with film noir, such as dark claustrophobic framing and low-key lighting.
And that somebody else. They'll be digging their own grave.
Film noir often features characters involved with crime or crime solving.
Can't eat the Venetian blinds, I just had them installed on Wednesday.
Film noir is still one of the most popular styles of cinematography, and its influence is reflected in recent films such as Sin City. There were several problems that we had.
I didn't see any.
You didn't have any problems?
Nope, no problems.
Well, the first problem that I think we suffered from was the blinds.
Yeah, so we're in an office right now that really doesn't have any windows, so we had to bring in our own blinds. We had to set up a hot light behind the blinds, and the hardest part was kind of deciding how far to keep the blinds away from the light to make it look natural, like it's actually the sun, and so we can get these defined shadows across our faces.
And another issue, I mean, the room we were in, I mean, it's probably 10 by 12, something like that. And that was definitely limiting, and having to move the table around, changing outfits and stuff like that, just for like...
For a short skit, yeah.
And
we could only be shooting really from one angle at a time too, because we couldn't show anything behind the camera, because obviously it's just a bunch of shelves. There's no window actually there shining this light on.
Right.
So all of our angles, camera angles, were pointing this direction or a little bit that way. And we didn't want to show really everything that was in this room. So there's a lot of camera tricks and disguising what was in the room.
Yeah, moving the camera higher or lower depending to make sure your shadow isn't reflecting. Did you have any problems shooting, Sam?
Yeah, I had a few. Definitely in the acting.
Don't see cheap hoods with a kid like you, Princess.
I don't like to see cheap hoods messing with a kid like you, Princess. I don't like seeing these cheap hoods messing with a kid like you, Princess.
Overall, I thought it was a great show.
It was a good show. Thank you so much for watching. That was our take on film noir. Be sure to tune in next week when we take on hyperlapsing, which is kind of like a hybrid form of time lapse. Be sure to tune in MHTV, channel 34 on campus. Check us out. We're cool.
Yeah.